took the money out. I'm like, well,
Okay.
I know that's right. Because somebody asking me why
You
you
want to
got
stand in
your
the stand up or
G-Max.
what?
Yes,
They can sit right there. I'm just trying to make sure
they want money. I
that
said, I'm already on answers. I can't
We
do
look
all
on Facebook to the guy to message us to talk to.
look, yeah, see they'll be able to see you.
right now because I'm
But anyway,
right. You know,
y'all, these are my cousins that I'm just meeting. This is Aisha right here. Aisha, say hi. This is my cousin Aisha. She does a wonderful job at connecting cousins. And so we're in what's part of Mississippi?
Gulfport,
We're in,
Mississippi.
y'all, we in Gulfport, Mississippi. I don't know if I'm going to come back, but we're in Gulfport, Mississippi, because I'm from the north, and so I cannot believe it. I just met my cousins. I can't believe what they're going through, and I'm trying to tell them we don't go through this up north because it'll be some problems.
right.
So let me turn it around. Tell him your name again. He's so handsome. Look at him. Look at my cousin. He is so handsome. Go ahead, cousin.
Hey, I'm Dante Reed.
Dante, that's his mom. Vanessa. So anyway, I was sitting here talking to them because this is my first time coming to Mississippi. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never wanted to come to Mississippi.
Wow.
Because of what I heard about it. So, I did not want to come.
Hanging. What people say, we're just giving y'all the history of Mississippi.
Yeah,
No,
what's
but that's
real.
not.
There's always good things to do in Mississippi.
But
You
that-
just gotta look at it like that. We just had Black Spring Break.
No, but listen, what he told me is this is happening in the 21st century, which is
Still
telling me.
does, but it's happening everywhere.
No, it's not. It's
No.
not happening where we live at.
We're everywhere in our
Maybe in
region.
your neighborhood.
No,
But
no,
there's things that you're not gonna hear
No,
about because they're gonna always
no.
tell
Let me tell you. We live in Baltimore. Let me tell you. We live in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
And what your son was telling me, them people would disappear.
Wow.
They would disappear. When they like,
Let me tell you
this
something.
stuff.
It's just crazy here because they don't. You go to Red Ball or North Gulfport. Let me tell you something. They don't want to go. They don't want to go. They finna go to North Gulfport. They show me hell ain't finna be for us to get that good. Them people,
She's very pro Mississippi. We're not
black
saying
folks don't play about
Mississippi is
that.
a wonderful place.
And they don't care. Black folks here. But we'll shoot your rifle.
But let me hear what he was telling me about the school, right? Because I was asking you about your school, and I said, let me wait till this girl passes. But I was saying, when did the schools start becoming integrated? Because I was asking you about segregation.
Yeah. So segregation didn't actually end in Mississippi really officially, lawfully by the Silent Bill until 2018. And then
2018.
18 was the official law, and then 2013 was the secondary law. And this in our school ourselves was one of the first integrated schools here. And that was the like 60s to 70s when it started getting integrated. But reality, that means that black people were in the same building.
So your school, let me make sure I had this right. Cause see, you said this year. Congratulations to him. He's gonna congratulate. But he said 2018. That's when they ended
That's the
segregation.
silent law. The first law was 2013. The secondary law
2013.
was 2018.
The first law was 2013. The second law was 2000. So that's what I'm saying. This would not be going up.
Nobody know about it. That was quiet hush hush. Because people were still doing their own thing, if that makes sense. We didn't find out. They held that from us until which like I said, what I say, I'm saying again, what they can't say to us was gonna always be found to us. It don't have to be found out to them. Our ancestors gonna let us go there. Period.
So the thing is, but see, this is what I was asking.
The second law actually really just stopped the 3-5 compromise. So back then, so from 2018 and back, African Americans down here weren't considered human, or at least not fully human.
Wait a minute. You got to slow down and say that again. You said from 2018
and back,
y'all were not considered human.
At least not fully, because the 3-5 compromise saying that for every African American person, they were only considered 3/5, human or person.
In 2018
and back, yeah.
And it's still considered that, right?
They still consider
everywhere. No, not just Mississippi. I'm not gonna leave it. There's people who don't. It's not as open racist. Because that was something that should have went out the door when in 1865.
Let me tell you something. Once again, where I live, I'm telling you, where I live,
it would be a
if they come with that foolishness, it'll be a lot of
Don't
damage.
get us wrong. Mississippi we're the same way. It's just like we're just saying what's going on. See, in the north, some people might preach there's no racism up there, but there's just as
No,
much. if
no,
not worse.
racism is everywhere, but I feel like
Including Canada and the UK.
it's everywhere. But I just feel like in the South, they silence you and they don't give you the
There's
opportunity.
just not an opportunity.
Like we
Yeah.
fight. If we see a Klan or something trying to walk around, we're gonna fight.
Do you realize?
Like, listen, okay.
Like I said, let me
They
bring
got
this down to
Klan around here?
let them try that shit in
Yes.
North Gulfport.
They have
They,
Klan.
they do
Don't
have-
sit back there, that's Turkey.
They do have
Get the
Klan.
Rhino back there.
Because a son of mine who I had, a white lady actually, she went to school and as well. She took our school, so she only graduated until on like what 02, 03, whatever. And she had one classmate who says he was threatening to shoot the school, and he said he's going to become a Klan member, and he did become a Klan member. And actually, one of the first Klan member leaders who came from Novoport, actually, well, the area of Novoport. And then mom can tell you the history of Turkey Creek,
That's where my grandma.
So you're 17, right? And what kind of? I know you were telling me about the racism you dealt with at your school. So, did you were they doing like lynchings or anything like that? While in your lifetime of school?
They were doing lunch at school. Even JSU when I was attending. Actually, when I was on a trip there from the student council.
Uh-huh.
There's when we went there during the time we didn't know lynching could happen.
Okay.
Reason being why our trips cut short. We didn't know that's why our trips cut short.
They still
A couple
have
years later.
Oh wow.
And they were
That's why they didn't want anybody to
and we found out eventually. Of course, we're gonna have to find out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Things happen quite a bit. A lot of sound laws are getting passed by up there that we don't know about. And the fact that we are not considered human until 2018 and beyond is crazy.
Right.
And that was late 2018. So really, 2018 and beyond is when we were considered a human person.
Wow.
Still, then we're stigmatized as more animals,
Yeah.
primates.
Wow. Wow. So you what I was gonna ask you is, and I was asking you about the prom. I was asking you, can you as a black young man go to prom with a white girl?
Of course, naturally, on my own volition, yes.
Yeah.
Would it be socially accepted? No, because they still have this mindset that stick with your own race, the best is bad, because otherwise you'll end up dead or leaving you, hurting you, and they have this whole stigma about single black fathers. So they still in that mindset too.
Wow. Wow. That's, oh my goodness. That's why I was asking you, do you want to stay here or do you want to,
I mean, one part of me is saying it's technically my home, so of course I want to stay here and fight for my home. But another part wants to see what has to offer that that doesn't have as much strife or pain that I feel with this 7.
because you haven't been up north, have you?
I've not.
Never been up north.
Never.
Do you, because I know you said you were in Hawaii. Do you remember what it was like? You do remember what it was like? Because
Right.
I just have so many questions. Like, I am. And so when you,
Right.
okay, prom is coming up, and when y'all go out for the prom, you have to be careful about where you go. Like, is there certain neighborhoods you can't go into?
Actually, yes, that's actually quite a danger we have to consider as well. Because our last prom was around where my college was at.
Uh-huh.
Where there you have no people to be down there. No people. Like the bodyguard parade we originally had. There was one on Long Beach, there was one on Pearl River Community College Road. Long Beach is fine. It's crazy the same. But Pearl River Community College is all gangs and riots and all that stuff. Still are.
Uh-huh.
And the gang wars at our school didn't end. Go for middle school didn't end until like 2020 when COVID happened.
Okay.
Beforehand, you couldn't wear certain colors, or just not predominantly. Like, you don't wear colors, you wear all the colors.
Right.
Because otherwise, you there was 6 fights, all that stuff, they were fighting, intercourse, all that stuff. There were a lot of like racism, my teachers,
Oh, tell them about your teacher, because you were telling me about what your teacher. Don't give a name. No, we can't do that. But tell them what you were telling me about what your teacher did.
Let me picture real quick.
Okay.
Alright, her name, she was like a very, very old school, like black people versus white people. They did not. She basically just still live on. People did not married in relationships, all that stuff.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna finish this. She's taking a picture real quick.
Let me move this. Can I move this? I think she's ready to close up. We don't want to see.
Oh, okay. What time do you close, ma'am?
9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. All
Y'all
right.
good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, got that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Can you do one line? Yes, ma'am. I gotta get one more for everybody this way.
Okay. So these are my other cousins. I'm just meeting them, y'all. These two right here. I just met them today. and I just met her today. I mean, I met her Friday, and this lady's gonna take a picture. Let me get her off the camera because I didn't get her permission to do that.
Thank you.
That's another female friend right there. That's
So-
happy.
Oh,
So-
don't get your birthday money down, okay? Don't get that birthday money.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you. I'm gonna get the.
So, I was asking you about. I forgot what I was asking you about now.
Teacher and all that
Oh,
stuff.
the teacher. Yeah, you were telling me about.
Yeah.
You were telling me about your teacher.
I teach pretty good like that.
Thank you.
Your teacher. What your teacher was saying to you about if she was prejudiced.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I always say prejudice because she actually believed that one race is superior to another. That's what racism means. It's
Uh-huh.
that whole mere thought that one race is superior to another. If she had believed that maybe one, if she had believed any otherwise, I would say prejudice. But she was living racist.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. So your teacher was actually saying that she felt like the white race was better than
Yes, very
and
much.
she was saying this in the classroom.
Yeah, she was pro-Nazi. She always, voiced her political opinions in class. She was pro-Trump, pro-wall. She was pro, everything basically old school wise. She believed that women should work in kitchens and should have her job. The way she was critical a lot. Because, I would say, and again, I guess her job, I guess, allows women to work there as far as she wasn't being contradictory, but still.
I guess it was her mindset too because she was born here and that's probably how she was raised to think.
I think she's from, where's she from?
My kids.
Denver, Colorado.
And she was thinking like that.
Right now, we struggle with.
I don't know. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's not something that you say to students. Now again, if that happened where I live at, and you're standing up there being racist, and you're making certain comments about the white student is better than the black student, and all this kind of stuff, they would lose their job. And I don't. And so was she fired?
No, she still works there to this day.
She's still there.
And she's just the older lady, the little lady. She's a war history teacher, so she's teaching us history.
But no one.
Now, how-
And our history primarily was about African American culture.
right.
And she always made sure we know
No, it wasn't.
our history
Mhm.
It wasn't an old.
was made from white people.
Right.
And that's.
So she never talked about your black history. That's crazy. But what about your parents?
And then she's still working there to this day. Everything they give her leeway is because she's in a wheelchair.
And she's right. And she's right. It's white privilege. I mean, I hate to say that, but see, this is my thing that I'm saying to you, like because you've only been in down south and you don't really know what it's like to be up north. A lot of things that you're telling me is unacceptable where I live at. We're not going to put up with those things. And so that's why I was saying to your mom that I get what she's saying, but if you come up north, it's a total, like places like New York,
It doesn't, they.
Philadelphia.
You gotta think about this though. Living here also has its perks and it's very character building,
Okay.
that, we're outspoken people. Also, we're just straight strong people naturally. 'Cause, you have to be mentally
You got to be
strong.
mentally strong, yeah.
Good people came out in Mississippi,
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm pretty sure good people came out.
I
I'm
was
just wondering how they.
after that child's relations,
Yeah,
something came out of it.
I know the good people came out. What I don't know, I know I couldn't live here because there's no way. I wouldn't be able to do that. And then I want to talk to your mom too, because she was telling me.
Right there, that's your was.
She was telling me what she went through. Y'all hold on one second. I gotta
Thank you.
pay my food bill.
You something there.
That's his mom right there. I'm getting ready. I was talking. I'm getting ready to give you my card. Give me just a minute.
I'm like, you're doing fine. Take your time. I ain't got.
Cause okay. Cause I'm so what's the job market like down here? Like, is there a lot of professional jobs available?
There is some the highest paying job here currently are the top really. So pharmaceutical tech, pharmacy tech, maintenance.
That's a top job, maintenance.
Maintenance is a great job. Computer science is actually one of the lower ranking jobs. Because a lot of people are doing at-home jobs now. So the more they have, the less demand you have. We don't have everybody who works here is pharmacy techs are from New Orleans. Like they commute here from New Orleans. Nobody local can go from Mississippi wants to work in pharmacy techs.
But when you say that, like I see the maintenance and the pharmacy type, what is that salary like? What?
They're like
It's about $20,000.
that's that so this job it is, but like more like commercial maintenance
Mhm.
and like aerodynamics and engineering
It's
maintenance.
cheaper to live.
They're like 36,
I know it has to be
30,
30.
36 plus like an hour.
Oh, okay.
So like they make middle class wealth for maintenance, and then for profit checks is actually middle class to upper class wealth. It's
Okay.
basically like $40-something up an hour above.
Did you get yours? Cause I was trying.
Wow.
You know,
But I don't know why.
Wow.
of course with the qualifications, of course. And then
So-
I think the highest one still is what is it? What's it called? Truck driving.
Oh, truck drivers, that's a high job down here. What about nurses and doctors?
Oh, it didn't.
They're below medium wealth. 'Cause, they don't get paid well at all unless you're a doctor, surgeon, tech, and a lot of them travel. So,
Okay. So they don't get paid while living here.
No.
What's that?
Really industry nowadays.
Wow. Well, where we live at, they get paid a lot. And lawyers, whew, they get paid a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
It's unreal.
Lawyers do get paid a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I ain't want to be a lawyer because of the money, but it's because I like fighting for the right, honestly. And
Yeah.
will. So
Yeah. So what you going to do after school? Because you graduate this year.
well, hopefully, I don't know. It depends, really. I guess if this was calling me in the moment. College is one thing, but I also always thought about this because my dad did. So
Oh, you might enlist.
my dad did it. I don't know. That's my option. But college is always the top one. But my dad.
Look at the mom's face. She
I
said,
know. That's why I considered it. My mom, but my dad did it, and no, my other brothers want
Oh,
to do
you
it.
gotta put your mama for great for a time, Jesus. No.
Well, that was the guy, not me. And all I gotta say is my dad did it, and I do have my dad did
Your
it. I
dad
still
did it.
honor my dad for doing it, and my brothers.
I met your dad.
None of my brothers and siblings ever showed interest in it, and I showed interest in it.
But your dad was having to get out.
And he did the Navy. I don't think I'm in the Navy,
He was a CV in the Navy. My husband's
but I always considered it.
Oh, okay.
It involves
But
fighting
he was
people,
great for
and I'm very active. I like being out in the field,
Yeah.
doing stuff. So
I'm asking because you're very bright. I could see you doing something like, being an attorney or something like that. Because you're very well versed when it comes to history.
I've always had taught Martian history and math. Math is my favorite subject. History.
Mhm.
I love it because I love original history. I like that textbook you get in class, like going to the library, finding original books to read and learning about history. It's about learning about the laws because they have to technically put physical form of law
And that's something.
into libraries.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you,
And then I want them to develop the PTSD
like,
from that.
what happens if you were to speak up about some of the stuff that they do down here as far as like, the racism and,
Well,
you got Klan. She said the Klan not too far from here, right?
I'm not gonna.
I said, oh, we gotta leave before it gets dark. If they around
they're
here.
not that bold. That's the thing.
You know what they
No,
mean by that.
fear is something that I feel like you have to choose when to have it or not here. Because honestly, if you really think about it, anything can happen at any time where you are. So that's why I never feared.
I mean, do you ever see them? Do you see the Klans?
Signs of the Klans, but never Klans members.
Well, what kind of signs do you
Like,
see?
let's say burnt process, not burning process, burnt process, or like,
Wait a minute.
see, like flags or Confederate flags.
Where do you see burnt crosses at?
Like if you go to like the backwoods, whatever, or even people porches, sometimes they'll do people.
On the porch?
People who are on ring cameras, they'll look out if they ain't got a ring camera. They might try something. Not neighborhoods, but I've heard my friends heard about it. They live in social alignment.
Okay.
So
And they still burning crosses.
surprise.
In 2020.
It's ironic because all the people claim to be Christian and each and every burn crosses. I'm like, what's the?
And what flags are you talking about? The Confederate flags? They have those out everywhere.
do.
So that there's certain
You know when
neighborhoods
somebody like
that you shouldn't go into.
You know, mostly people have them either hanging up. A while ago, our neighborhood, like 3 years ago, we had somebody move into our neighborhood with predominantly black, and they had a Confederate flag hanging up next to the American flag. And I guess they noticed they were predominantly black people in their household, and I guess kind of got scared and they left.
Wow. That's I don't know. I'm talking to you. I mean, I know you're fine. I know you're okay, but it's just making me sad that.
It's the fact of people's mental, but I guess at some point you kind of put up walls, so you
Yeah.
don't really realize what's happening. You kind of get accustomed to it, which is sad.
Yeah.
Pain you shouldn't be accustomed to it.
Right.
What can I do about it?
And then, the thing about it, the reason why I'm saying it makes me sad is because when I look at you and I listen at you, you're just as bright and intelligent, you're handsome as these white boys, And no offense to any of the, white people that are listening to me, but being down here in Mississippi and hearing some of the stuff that I'm hearing, like, it's just unbelievable to me because I don't, maybe like my mother's time. And my mother's 85. Like, and you're 17, and you telling me that you're still dealing with that stuff. I don't. It's hard for me, and I'm not saying I feel bad for you. Like I feel sorry for you, but I just feel bad because you don't deserve that.
I feel for myself as well. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
You know, but I have to appreciate the little things in life a lot more. I've been game to do that, and I wish people did that as well in my city. You know, there's a lot of uneducated kids that I had to teach about history here. You know,
Yeah.
some kids didn't know about Jim Crow laws in my class, and they're the same age as I am.
Yeah.
Some kids didn't know that a lot of white, offense, white kids in our class who were really like oblivious to the struggles that people have to go with. There's hidden code in classes now. You know, one time I
Wait, but we're gonna go over to the other table because I can't even concentrate. We're gonna go to the other table. Okay, let me sit over here real quick. You sit on the other side because this I don't think I'm coming back down here no more.
But one time, a Caucasian kid walked to one of my friends, a black girl with braids, and she stopped playing with her hair naturally because they thought he was okay with she was okay with it. They're friends, shouldn't be a problem. But then when the other people got to him about it, he didn't know he was completely oblivious to the fact that whole hidden code about touching African people's hair and playing with it, all that stuff. And there's a whole class debate about it and all that stuff. And the boy was breaking in tears. He didn't know what was going on, what was
Right.
happening. He was like 18 years old.
What?
And he was completely oblivious to it, all that stuff.
Wow.
And all countries think he was, he would think about it, and that was broke me down. Really, kind of got me thinking. Okay, our history just ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, teaching us history, our history.
Right. Yeah.
They're so worried about Robert E. Lee and all these generals they had in these wars and all that stuff, and then I don't worry about the wars we fight every day.
Yeah.
The battles we have to deal with every day.
Because that's a personal. Because your mom was saying that they were killing a lot of young boys, like African American boys down here.
Yeah.
And that's sad too. Because now I understand why she said she was worried.
Yes, a lot of police brutality. No offense to any officers out there, we love y'all, but some people there's some bad shit out here. I think that was it that Family Dollar down a couple blocks down. A black kid was killed out there, and
Wow.
he was nothing but young, and they thought he had the gun. Of
Mm.
course, naturally, profiling is a real thing out here, and not saying that everybody does it. We in our day-to-day lives, we have these stereotypes, which is not our fault. Society's put that for us, and
Yeah.
I can't blame some people for having a mindset. But I feel like hate's not passed on; it's learned. You can dislike somebody, but hate somebody is a strong word.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people out here hating people.
Yeah.
And I wish that it wasn't that way, but
Yeah. And in Mississippi, because it's like the deep South, and so because of slavery and everything, it kind of has lived through generations, and
Yes.
they're doing it's learned behavior. They're doing what they've learned and what they've been taught. But it's like at some point in time, somebody has to break that chain. That's why I was asking your mom, like, do the black people here, do they get out in the street and protest or
there are
anything?
activists out here, but now there's laws, which is crazy because now they're all for the second law, right to bear arms, but they forget about the first law, right, to press and protest.
Yeah.
The main one they gonna try to silence and break.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's ironic, and then people out here trying to fight for their, George Floyd and all the people
Yeah.
they protest for, they try to silence them. And I guess people got tired of being silenced and
Yeah.
just got tired of fighting.
So what do if they are protesting, would they get arrested and are they treated
Definitely,
harsher?
yeah, that'd be the last thing they would do is arrest people out here.
Okay.
There's a lot of fights and brawls when there are protests here, which is why they're less because they know that it can cause pain and they can cause a lot of loss happen. A lot of game nowadays, just a lot of loss.
So let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna get your mom. So do you well, I guess you do feel safe because you live here. Do you feel safe living here?
I feel comfortable. It's my home. I mean, I don't think that nothing will happen to me. But then again, that the idea of it is crossing my mind every now and then, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, it's like saying being scared of the dark. You never know what's going to happen, and I have to live like every day that's the last.
Yeah.
So I guess that fear of mine I have or danger.
Did you say you have to live every day like it's your last? Wow.
Some I need to have. You never know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You can't assume that everybody's gonna follow the same rules.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to act like that. Whatever you're doing today, we have to work for tomorrow.
So it really is like second class citizen down here. Definitely.
The whole class system ranking is definitely South derivative.
Uh-huh.
You think up north, we all about the rich and poor. No, down here, it's about the rich and the poor because everybody thinks they're better than the other.
Right, right. Is it also like a divide as far as like where you live at? Like,
Just think about Section 8. You hear about it a lot.
okay.
There's quite much there. They always have the hood, quote unquote hood, or the projects they refer them to as,
Okay.
and the upper class like townhouses and all that stuff. There's definitely a divide.
But they do have like blacks and whites living together in the upper class, right?
Yeah. They do have people like Swan Lake. There's a lot of black people there, successful black people living there.
Okay.
But then again, also there's also quite a bit of Caucasian people living there.
Yeah.
So
That mindset. And I know, do they, the other thing I wanted to ask you too, do they have, I know they have plantations around here somewhere. Do you ever go to them?
we went by one or near one, real close to one, unintentionally in Laurel, Mississippi. This when Isaiah happened, Hurricane Isaiah. We had to go and leave our house and just to vacate whatever premises. And we were passing the Laurel, Mississippi. We accidentally turned into a plantation, big old plantation. That was, I don't know. It was the whole vibe itself. It was just so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was very it's malicious. You can tell that whatever happened in that plantation was not
Yeah.
right.
Right.
So,
Wow. Well, you are very interesting and you're a very smart young man. And all I want to say is, I'm glad that your parents have raised you well, and you can go to law school and be anything, you know. So I hope you go to college because you could get your mom said your ACT score was really high, so you can get scholarships or anything and go to college and get the heck out of Mississippi.
but I don't know. Mississippi's my home as well.
Yeah. Come on, because I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. Come over here.
This is my history teacher right here.
Yeah.
She knows all history of Mississippi and beyond.
Because your mom, like, I mean, I'm just meeting her, but I could tell that she's a strong woman.
She's very strong and
Yeah,
very
I can
passionate
tell.
about her home.
Just pull up a chair, Mom. I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. Y'all, this is my other cousin. I just met her today. But these two right here, I didn't plan to pull out the camera. Move over that way next to your son. But I said I gotta pull this out because when they started talking, I'm like, well, wait a minute. So when what I wanted to say to you, tell them a little bit about that story when you was telling me about the when they came and took your children.
Yeah.
But we can't use no names though. We can't use no names.
Get some nicknames.
I got the name. The thing about it is my kids are going to, my husband was working as maintenance. Where we live. And the school, they've been going there for a while. Never had any problems with school. The principal was black. And
Speak up so they can hear you.
one of the head principals there was black, a black lady. And her co-worker was a white lady. Well, I'm gonna use the worker that worked there as case I'm gonna call her Barbara.
Okay. All right. We talked to Barbara, y'all.
Barbara asked my family did we need anything for the holidays food wise or put us on a list to bring some stuff, some donations so they can get she can bring them by the house. I said that's fine. She did come to my apartment where I lived. She did come inside. We had a conversation. She said, "Ooh, girl, you gotta smell so good up here, smelling clean and all blah blah blah." No problem. But when she came, they have to come with a resource officer,
Right.
as a, for their safety.
Right.
No problem. Whatever. It didn't negate the fact that me and her were having a good conversation. Okay, she and I were good. Herself being that she is married to a man of color with children.
Barbara was white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we had a better will. I'm not saying she did anything wrong, but I can't say I trusted her or
Right.
whatever. But it was kind of quick that she left school without anybody. She said she had to speak. I don't know if it's because of the very reason the stuff that transpired and that kind of angered her, and she didn't want no involvement in it. However, that day Barbara was there visiting me. She was getting ready to leave after our visit was done. After she donated the stuff that was from school, which is coming from most public schools. The kids are low income children.
Right.
Barbara had John, the officer. Me and her went outside. I went to light my cigarette outside. We were talking. I was, getting ready to read away, whatever. That officer kindly walks towards my door. He didn't speak to me. He didn't greet me. He didn't say anything to me. He didn't even look at me. He goes and peeks inside my door of my apartment without any permission to do so. Because if that lady Barbara didn't have a hair hormones, or why was he doing all of that? His
Right.
job was to escort her back to her car, make sure everything was good, and leave.
Yeah. And she was okay with what she saw. Yeah.
Well, I asked Barbara, why was he looking inside my apartment? Was there a reason to look inside my apartment? She said, okay. So we left it at that. When they left, I made a phone call to the school. I talked to the principal, which I thought what me and the principal talked about was confidential, not between the school and everybody and their mom. And how I felt about it is the principal talked, said something. And what transpired the next day involved cops and CPS.
Now, how many cops you said came?
17. And that was
17 cops came to your house.
All male cops or female cops. And they were all white male cops.
Wow. Wow.
And there was no solid reason. And that officer that I mentioned to you, that was with Barbara, when they knocked on my door, he leans over and he smirks at me. And the officer that was with him told him I got this. Called him by his name, first name, his last name. And they came inside my apartment, went towards my kitchen, and was frowning up at my food and stuff. Mind you, I have 5 kids. I'm doing that. I'm tired. I got a 3-year-old child.
And you home, yeah.
It's my home.
Right.
This will be my safe haven.
Right.
And I took my 3-year-old son because they already had my kids held hostage because they wouldn't let them come home.
Wow. Wow.
It's first grade.
You remember that?
I remember exactly what
You
happened.
remember?
Trauma's always gonna be chasing my kids and myself.
I always had a great memory, and she just told us she had got from her, and also being traumatic. I remember everything that happened from being first grade. We had a sub that day. He was a white man, ironic. Then we were, called and told us to stay and remain seated and not to leave until told so. Then we left in the blue SUV, very cramped, bunch of kids in there. Remember all the kids, there was Rain, Diamond, all the kids in there.
Wow.
I remember the second day following, go back to the school, we had to stay in the cafeteria and they picked us up and took us to the same facility we went last time. The facility is very cramped. It was clean-ish, I guess. There was TV room, the dining room. We had to sit at the lower kids table, although we were the same height as my other brothers. Weird. I had to basically do the same job as the caseworkers, despite me being like 6 years of age. I had to change diapers and clean and all this stuff.
And
That's my other brothers had to do that.
You don't put a child that age to be changed about that. If that's not his sibling,
Right.
nor is he helping mama with that sibling, then he has no right to do that.
So can you sing or anything?
I don't know.
Actually,
I could.
technically, lawfully speaking, it's been too long.
Oh, the statute of limitations? Oh, wow.
I don't know about the statute of limitations.
That was years ago. So yeah, it passed about.
It happened, but it happened more than one time.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that for that moment though, we can't say for that moment because that has been passed.
Like
30 days.
2013, 2015, 2013, 2014, 2015.
Okay.
However, let me tell you that the divine intervention kicked in. That day, those kids were taken to me. This next day, my mom came. I didn't have no money to wash the clothes with. And I lived in an apartment complex and should have had machines. But that morning, my mama come and got me to take me to get coffee. That same officer, and I asked God, I said, who's doing this to me? That same officer that was with the one that said, I got this.
Hey, John.
John, his apartment, walked up beside me. When I asked the divine one to show me who was bothering me, who was doing this to me, he showed me every individual. And that morning, when I said I didn't have no money, mama to wash the clothes to get my kids back. When my mama dropped me off at their apartment, something told me to walk to your mailbox. March. It was windy. I have no, what am I going to the mailbox for? It's early. When I took 3 feet ahead and I looked down, there was $20 out of nowhere. That was divine intervention. And that's all I can say. That. And then when I went into the room, I was in tears, I was crying, and a song by Hezekiah Walker God favored you. And I heard the words of the
Wow.
song, in spite of your enemies, God favored you.
Wow.
The lies they tell on you, God favored you.
I listen. You're amazing. I'm gonna have to get your phone number. Come on over, Aisha, because I gotta interview you real quick. But I'm gonna have to get your phone number because he look at my handsome cousin, y'all. Ain't he handsome? Look at him. And he's smart. He's so smart. But anyway, I wanted to tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna call you because we're gonna talk. We're gonna do something else. But this is Aisha right here. So Aisha is the one who came up with this real great idea to, get the cousins together. I want you to tell them how you did it because you might inspire somebody else to do it.
Okay, well, it's back when it's been like many, many years ago. I've been researching my family tree. And so because I like to travel, I said, well, you know what? Because I travel, I can find out, who's in, who's living in what state.
Right.
And just say, hey, I'm coming through. And, I've been connecting with so many cousins.
Right.
And it's been really, really enjoyable. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I just been really great doing this. And please cut that because I'm not like a camera person. Let's say another word. Let me start over.
No, but see,
I can't
Aisha,
person.
you were doing good.
Okay.
But this is what I wanted to say. So Aisha was the one that, now I'm just meeting my other cousins. This is because of Aisha. I met Eric. Eric was with us today with his aunt. There's Sandy over there. So I'm meeting all of these cousins through one person. And I just wanted to tell people that, that's really inspiring because I didn't know I had cousins here. I didn't know the lady we met today.
She's from Alabama. The one who took Joyce is from Alabama.
Yeah. And I didn't know.
Angela yesterday, right?
And Sybil,
Indiana.
we had Sybil today.
Sybil
Yeah.
is North Carolina.
Right. So
well,
we're everywhere, but
Yeah.
I see the resemblance in you and her though. I can see a resemblance.
Yeah.
I do see it.
You too.
You see it? Yeah, that is so crazy.
Everybody always say me and Charlene.
And look alike.
Your mama or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, I swear, no. You and I, we see you and me.
So we came down, everybody, we came down and went to Louisiana, and then Aisha said, oh, we're gonna go to Mississippi. And I was just like, okay, because I didn't know I had cousins here, but I'm so glad I met y'all. Like, I am so glad.
There's many more.
Just
Just
wanna
want to come to it, that's all. But if they teach
Right. Yeah. But Aisha, we're gonna put this on the family page too. But thank you for doing this.
Because I'm not really an impromptu.
Aisha,
You was a star.
you did good. You did. Aisha, you're fine. Yeah.
I ain't the one, but
Yeah.
I'm on camera. I don't want to be like.
No, you're fine.
I've been a blogger for 17 years. I'm a YouTube blogger. I'm not.
Oh, I gotta find your page.
I'm not a camera person.
You did good.
I'm
Yeah, I did podcasting for a good bit.
You do podcasting too? I can tell. Yeah, you should do. You should
Well, I'm
do
a
it.
blogger on YouTube. I'm a fashion.
Tell them your name.
I'm Hawaii 90. You can look me up as Vanessa Hawaii 90 Reed. That's VANESSA dash Hawaii 90. That's HAWAIINANI Reed on YouTube.com.
Okay, what's yours?
Oh, podcast. That's been a while.
Oh, okay. So you haven't done yours yet. So we're gonna get Aisha to start a travel. That's what we're gonna do with Aisha. Get her to start a travel page.
Yeah.
I told her today she should be like a black travel agent.
I'm
Get
trying to
another
get us
group
go to-
together.
And then we're also trying to get up somebody so we can go to our powwows. So we need to get together. We're
Right.
trying to get to those powwows because that's where our roots are too. And we
Right.
know.
Right.
Because our ancestors been calling me, they've been talking to me in my sleep, telling me you need to be there, you need to be square, or whatever. But it's just financially we can't afford to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I told my husband, if the good Lord said the same, we going to make that trip.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where our family is.
Right.
They
Right.
separated us, now it's time to bring us together.
Right. Yeah. And you were born and raised here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mississippi. Wow. But
Gulfport.
you live in Gulfport. This is we in
Orange
Gulfport.
Grove is the main yard of Gulfport too, because it's still Gulfport. It's just a small rural community of Gulfport. That makes sense.
So this right here is Gulfport
Yeah,
where we're
all
at
this
now.
is- Yeah,
Okay, so
all
this
this
is
is Harrison County.
Yeah, and our
Okay.
each direction,
Including
different
floods.
place.
y'all gonna be safe going home.
Girl, I'm going every day.
Do you realize my husband works all the way on Biloxi? Yes.
I'll be scared
No,
to
you're
death.
good.
I'm
You're
just
good.
because the stuff I'm hearing.
Don't let what that child say about them people out there. You good,
But
mama?
you said the Klan wasn't too far from here, right?
No, that's in Wiggins, mama.
Oh, they in Wiggins.
Yeah,
Oh,
let
but
them
they.
get-
Hour and a half away.
You
Oh,
know
they.
what I'm saying? Did you realize
I
where we
said.
at?
I said.
That's North Gulpo back there.
Oh, okay. Because I hate the.
North Gulpo.
Okay, because I asked.
Turnkey.
I said, is the Klan
Wait,
close by?
wait,
Because it's dark
wait,
outside.
name something turnkey.
Okay.
Don't go off the beaten path. I'll be good.
Okay. Stay off the beaten path. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, these are my cousins. I'm getting ready to go. I'm finished talking to them because it's getting dark and I think it's time for me to go. All right.
Be fine.